with tertiary institutions now, of course, their response to COVID-19. And our reporter Monique Motlog joins me from the University of Cape Town. Good afternoon to you, Monique. You were in Stellenbosch, I understand, earlier today. What is happening at the campus, this in light of the coronavirus crisis?
Good afternoon. I'm going to quickly tell you what's happening at Stellenbosch University. While I was there, classes were still underway. We chatted to some students who are obviously frustrated that graduation the graduation ceremonies for March and April is being cancelled. We then spoke to the rector, Wim de Villiers, who said that those students still wishing to take part in the traditional graduation ceremony will be able to do that in December. For now, though, students will be receiving their qualifications in absentia. He then told us that classes at Stellenbosch will be suspended from tomorrow onwards, so they're moving forward the recess that was supposed to start on Friday. I'm now, however, at the University of Cape Town, and I was going to tell you just briefly what we spoke to UCT management about, where they informed us that following that first case of COVID-19, where a staff member has tested positive for COVID-19, they've also suspended classes, and they've also told students living in the residences to vacate within 72 hours. And as we were preparing to set up our live, 3 beautiful ladies were lugging these massive boxes, struggling as they came down the jammy steps, and I just had to chat to them and quickly had to grab them. Ladies, thank you so much for chatting to us. I know that you are super busy. You have to pack. Firstly, let me start with you, Sisipo. Just tell me, what went through your mind when you were told you have to vacate the residences? Was it something that you had been planning to do?
No, it's not something that I'd been planning to do. It was a bit of a shock, and it's something that was slightly inconvenient due to the financial provisions that now had to be made that were not accounted for, the travel provisions that had to be made, considering the fact that we don't know about safety in terms of airport, we don't know about safety in terms of like communicating and like being social with people. So it's just on top of the stress of the fact that there is this virus and one needs to be healthy and take precautions and be safe. Now I have to put myself in spaces where I could be potentially vulnerable. And personally, I have asthma, so for me this is like a double concern because it's not something that I take lightly. So being told that I have to evacuate within 72 hours, not knowing the legal ramifications that the institution is having to face, but it was very inconvenient, and I don't know where they thought that I was supposed to get the money to travel. So yeah.
And just quickly, Zama, to you, you have to go to PE. KZN, sorry. Financially, how has this impacted your pocket?
It's impacted a lot because my parents were not prepared for this. Initially, I'd planned to stay at res for short vac because I was scared of going home. Like Pumelele here, she has a very weak immune system, so do I. So I was scared about what that would do to me and like the sickness that I might contract from traveling from here, going to KZN, which is a province that has had many cases quite found of coronavirus. My parents right now are in the process of trying to move my flight forward, and we were told that it could be really costly, and yeah, things aren't cute and they're not happy about it, but we have no choice because I have nowhere else to go.
Thank you so much. There you heard just some of the concerns from students here at UCT, the financial implication of having to move by Wednesday. UCT says they are in discussions with the SRC to find other means of trying to help students who might not be financially able to leave. Right now, though, the students say they are on their own, just trying to find boxes, trying to find a space, trying to find the money to leave as quickly as possible.
We're seeing, of course, that impact of the coronavirus on higher institutions, Monique, but thank you so much for that update from Stellenbosch and University of Cape Town, my colleague Monique Motlog.